of steam going.
Hold the look, hold.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
80 weapons.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check, check. Pilot, 64, weak. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
A give. This is Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now. 30 base. Hey, eat. Topper. Watch the shoot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Come on, set. 10 logo. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, try 7. 5.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Squeeze.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch twist. Watch the twist. X3. 218. Chopper.
2nd and 6. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
I can't believe they even let you play. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Blue draw Corkers.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a first down following a gain of 3. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Get in the weight room. Protein spill.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good. So he's got daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet, go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Taken in at the 11. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rosen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights. 80. Tighten up.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to let one go deep for Park. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Double dog, that's the way.
80 weapons.
Switch. Shoot. Slam.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Michelle. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's out to his running back, Michelle. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill. Yes. Big rip.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D, let's go.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And this time, Rosen will throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And they take over. They'll set up shot at the 46-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. Shift. Safe.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We got him.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Now Taylor. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, it's Rosen. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 19 yards on time for number 19.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 44. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. It's going to be a long day. 80. Long day. 44.
Yes.
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, Haywood. Look at me. Door. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey. 4 down.
You draw quarter.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Miami.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. Alert. 44 is the mic. 44.
Rosen will throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Flush to his right, and this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score.
You gonna take.
Protein spill.
Kill.
Hey, alert. Bravo.
58's the mic. 58. Let's go, D.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Straight on you, Travis. Switch it. Wide, get wide. Fire.
Back to throw. Open is Swaim, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, lock it. Check 99. Lead grip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Edelman was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Hey, Sam off. Buzz. Rock it. Right. Watch the slap. Right up.
They'll set up a throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got this down to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come. Hey, Mike 52. No. Hey, seam 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go. That's mine. Hey, 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. Hey, they're scared.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, motion back.
To throw is Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, exit.
45.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Bryant's extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Dolphins 16.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Target. Pick the edge. Go. Jam.
On the ground, this is Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
I'm coming.
80 weapons. 5.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
52. I got you. 5-2.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
49, 180. 45. He's skating 80.
Now it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
Connect. 180.
6-man.
Alert.
He's checking.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing now is Rosen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
44, Mike, 44. It's a party now.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Here's Rosen. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the ground, Michel. And an alley to run. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch switch.
Hey, Charlie.
SOS.
X3. 218. Chopper. On the book.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First throw in overtime now for Rosen. And he finds Parker here, complete. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's just me. Hard. Me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, it definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who could help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for New England, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Miami, it'll be a 10-loss season.